Welcome to Fantasy Wizard. After 1 month, UEFA Champions League has returned, so today I'm here to talk about Matchday 7, give you some tips and advices about your fantasy fixture. In my opinion, match days 7 and 8 will be the match days where the most players will use wildcard or limitless card because there are many rotations, there will be many injury cases, and some teams are in a good shape, some teams not. Some teams have guaranteed UEFA Champions League knockout stage, and I think the teams which will collect the points will use some rotations because, for example, in the Premier League it was Boxing Days and the players are exhausted, and also in Spanish teams played most of the games because it was Copa del Rey, it was La Liga games, it was Supercopa de España, and I think there will be too many rotations for them. But if you see exactly, we can use limitless or wildcard so wisely and pick the players which will be useful for us, and our selection brings us the most points. In today's video I'm going to use Limitless card and give you some example and the best Limitless team for the upcoming match day 7. Before I start any team selection, I want to ask you to subscribe my channel and like this video because it's very important for me while it represents only single click for you. Before I start selection, I must say that we have got matches on Tuesday and Wednesday also, and on Tuesday's game we have two little options to take because there is only interesting team Barcelona and Liverpool who are playing. Also, we have some more interesting teams, but not top players, which may be picked in under limitless card. So I will take some risk, and we must take some risk, of course, if we want to collect more points and pick the players which I think will be efficient for match day 7. And I will take balance, of course, because it's very important. Because on Tuesday's game, there must be at least 6 players for me to be starter, or 7 or 8 maybe. And for Wednesday game, there are playing many good teams. I will pick I think maximum 8 players or 9 players because the balance is the most important thing in UCL fantasy. So let's start. Let's begin. We have everything explained, and I'll start with my goalkeepers. As the goalkeepers, I will have Karnazaki from Atalanta and David Raya from Arsenal. Karnazaki is playing against Sturm Graz, and David Raya is playing against Dinamo Zagreb on Wednesday game. So I think both of them will be so efficient for us, and one of them is predicted from me to have clean sheet. I have the biggest hope of David Raya, but Atalanta does not concede many goals. Maybe in the last 5 games they have not won a match because obviously it was hard games for them. Match against Napoli, match against Juventus, match against Inter Milan, and I think this time Atalanta has obligation to win match, and Karnazaki will be the player I think to have a clean sheet. And Sturm Graz does not score many goals, to be honest, and I think at home there is high probability to have a clean sheet. And of course we have not to look forward for match day 8 under limitless card because the card is used for single match days, and Karnazaki and David Raya are one of the best options as a goalkeeper from match day 7. As the defender, I will pick those players. I'll start with Gabriel from Arsenal, and just like I have explained in the situation of David Raya, Dinamo Zagreb in Emirates, I'm not sure they'll score goal against Arsenal. And of course, Gabriel, we all know, is famous for scoring goals from the set pieces, and Arsenal set pieces are very good. In new format on the match day 7, there is no guarantee for Arsenal to take top 8 spots, so I think they will have a good opportunity to beat Dinamo Zagreb at home and take good advantage for knockout stage. And I think Gabriel will be the main man because from set pieces we all know how much he loves to score goals, and I think we must have a hope from him. Next one is the Denzel Dumfries from Inter Milan, who is very good in the last matches. He also scores goals. He scored twice against Atalanta in Cup of Italia, and he also scored in Serie A. So Denzel Dumfries is in a good shape, and he also plays at least 70 or 80 minutes. And I think as a starter, he is very good. My also opponent is very good, Sparta Praga. Maybe it's a away game, but I bet Inter Milan is able to have a clean sheet. Just reminder, Inter Milan has conceded only one goal in this season against Leverkusen in the match day 6. The next one is Kim Min-jae from Bayern, and I was thinking to pick the player from Bayern defensive line because I have a hope Bayern also can have clean sheet against Feyenoord, and main man I think in defensive line for Bayern is Kim Min-jae, and I can rely on him. Next one is Schlotterbeck and Virgil van Dijk, and both of them are playing on Tuesday's games. That's why I pick them. I was hoping to pick Schlotterbeck, of course, against Bologna, and the match is so good. And Dortmund is on 9th place right now, and if they win, it is high probability to get top 8. Sorry, and Nico Schlotterbeck is very good. He loves. Ball recoveries, and those ball recoveries will have an opportunity to grab us many points. And Virgil van Dijk against Lille. I mean, Liverpool is in the first place. Maybe we will see rotations. It is high probability, but opponent is not weak. I mean, Lille this season is so good. They are on 8th place, and it's not the it's a surprise for me, I think. And Virgil van Dijk will be necessary in Liverpool defensive line. Also, it's not the best version of Liverpool defensive line because they don't want to concede many goals, but obviously in the last matches they concede many goals, and Virgil van Dijk will be main man, I think, and will be necessary against Lille. And Liverpool needs little less problems because it was Boxing Day. Many players are exhausted. We all know, but I think at this moment, match day 8 for them will be so good to make some rotations, and this time Virgil van Dijk will be necessary. And I think from Tuesday's game, the defender is so good. We have also too many options. For example, I was going to have double up from Arsenal defensive players, but I have David Raya also, and this would be so risky move. And I think double up from Borussia Dortmund, of course, it will be good. Maybe Theo Hernandez, but this player is playing on Wednesday game, and there will be too many players for Wednesday, and balance will not be so good. So I think this time balance is so good, and I will represent you my midfield line. My midfield will be like this. I will start with Phil Foden from Manchester City. I know Manchester City has problems, and it's still ongoing, and is not prevented yet. But Phil Foden, I think in the Champions League he's so good. He was not good in the Premier League this season because it was the shadow of recent Phil Foden who became man of the Premier League player of the season in the recent campaign. But this time Phil Foden was too bad. But he scored twice against Brentford, and I think Phil Foden is picking up his shape. And in this phase in the Champions League, he's so good. In this season, he scored many goals from Manchester City and did an assist, of course. And match against PSG is so crucial because of both teams, because Manchester City is not in the best situation right now, and PSG is in even worse because both of them needs to win, and this match is so crucial. And I think Phil Foden can be key player from Manchester City and Pep Guardiola, and maybe they are able to beat Paris Saint-Germain in away game. And the last match it will be against Brugge, we all know, but why risk if they want to be in the knockout stage immediately from 8th place? I think they must win both games, of course, and Manchester City will try to win. I mean, I know against PSG, and Phil Foden will be the main fit for alongside Erling Haaland, I think, and I will pick Foden as the main player. Next one is Rafinha from Barcelona, and this guy is very good. He of course scores many goals in the Champions League. Of course he scored against Real Madrid twice, and Rafinha is in good shape. This guy is unstoppable right now, and I want to rely on him. Despite the fact Barcelona has 15 points, I don't think they will have rotations and they will rest Rafinha because it will be too no, it will not be good for them. And next one is Ademola Lookman, and I was thinking to pick Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen instead of Ademola Lookman, but this time I think Atalanta has better fixture. I know Wirtz, of course, is better player, and he has too many points, 60 points already in the Champions League accumulated. But match against Atletico de Madrid in away game has gives me headache, and I think Ademola Lookman against Sturm Graz will be so efficient, and in this case Atalanta needs to win, and Lookman will be the leader. Next one is Mohamed Salah, and the last one is Jamal Musiala for against Feyenoord. Mohamed Salah, just like I have explained in the situation of Virgil van Dijk, the match maybe is not vital for Liverpool, but opponent is Lille, and they take 8th place, and I think Liverpool will have to at least not to lose the match, because every place in the Champions League new format is so important, and I think they will try to pick the first place, and because of it they must win the match, and I think Mohamed Salah will be necessary at the situation. Maybe there will be rotations, and we will see the rumors. If it's like this, we of course can remove Mo Salah from our team and pick the player which will be useful for us. For example, I have made Jude Bellingham, of course, Florian Wirtz, and more of them. We have too many options. Maybe from Arsenal midfield player, because for example Trossard or Martinelli, because match against Dynamo Zagreb will be so good for Arsenal. But not forget about balance, and I think Mohamed Salah will be the one of the best pick from Tuesday game if he plays, and I bet he plays because Liverpool needs to win to secure the first place. The next one is Jamal Musiala, and the last one from my midfield line. Jamal Musiala had injury and nobody knows his shape right now. But again, match against Feyenoord is so crucial for Bayern, and I think in a away game Jamal Musiala will score a goal or grab an assist, because this guy was ready to play in the Bundesliga against Wolfsburg, but Vincent Kompany decided to rest him and give him more time to recovery. And I think because it was preparation for Feyenoord, we all know, in the Champions League. And I think Jamal Musiala will be so good at this moment, and I have hope to grab many points. My forward line will be like this. I'll start with Serhou Guirassy from Borussia Dortmund, and I was thinking whom to pick from Tuesday game, because I need forward because of balance. I mean, there will not be a wise move from me to have the forwards from Wednesday game, three of them, because I have easily picked Harry Kane from Bayern, and it will be over, or maybe Gyökeres, who is against Leipzig in away game. But I think Serhou Guirassy is not less fit for the teams. Maybe I would pick Erling Haaland, of course, from Manchester City. But this time I need I count like this. I need a player from Tuesday game, and Serhou Guirassy is the best forward right now from Tuesday players, and I pick him because match against Bologna will not be so difficult for Borussia Dortmund, I think, and it will be good for our team. And the next two forwards are from Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe. And Real Madrid, despite the fact they won against Atalanta in away games, they need to win right now because Madridistas are so angry. Shameful match against Barcelona, and nearly had problems against Celta Vigo. Real Madrid will have an opportunity to redeem themselves and in the Champions League against Salzburg, and I think Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe are in a good shape to score goals. Maybe this time at this moment I'm able to say that Kylian Mbappe is the better player as Vinicius Junior, because in the last matches Kylian Mbappe have picked up his shape, and this guy is so good. It was too beautiful to watch him, and fantasy player, wonderful player. He was against Barcelona despite the fact they lost. But match against Celta Vigo is also was also good, and I think Vinny Jr. and Kylian Mbappe will be so too enough for our Wednesday forwards. Um, and this team, I think, is one of the best limitless team. If you have any correction, you can tell me on the comment section. It's not important to copy this team because you can make 3 or 4 selection and take the best advices as you wish. But I must say captains from Tuesday game. On a Tuesday, there will be 7 players from my team, and the balance is so good. And from Wednesday game, we will have 8 players, and my captains will be for Tuesday game Mohamed Salah if he plays. I mean, it will be my captain, and the next one on Wednesday game, I think Kylian Mbappe will be the main player for me. Also, we have an opportunity to pick up Rafinha on Tuesday game, but I think Mohamed Salah will be my preference, just like Kylian Mbappe from Wednesday game. And I think this team is so solid. Uh, I want to ask you again to subscribe my channel and like this video because it's very important for me, and share your opinion in the comment section. See you later, goodbye, and wish you all the best.